From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Good evening, everyone. We saw a beautiful day today with plenty of sunshine and beautiful conditions outside. Temperatures, they got into the 70s, 77 degrees in Charlotte, Mason, 76 in Lansing, and 78 degrees down into Jackson. Our quad cam is showing that abundant sunshine. Temperatures 74 degrees right now in Lansing, Grand Ledge, 76 in Jackson, and 77 in Hillsdale. Satellite radar not showing a whole lot, as we are going to continue to see a high pressure system right overhead. That's going to allow for some clear weather for tonight and temperatures to cool back down into the 40s. All the full details coming up in just a little bit. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
182 doctors graduated from Michigan State University's College of Human Medicine today. It's our top story at 6. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rachel Ramsey. It was a special day for seniors in MSU's College of Human Medicine as they walked across the stage, a big step towards taking the leap into the professional world. Zach Prees was there, and he's here for you now with more on the ceremony. Zach?
Rachel, the vibes were high today at the Breslin Center as family and friends gathered to celebrate such a big milestone in the lives of so many. Now, I got to speak to the dean of the school, Aaron Sosa, before the ceremony, who spoke particularly highly of this class because of what they had to endure as freshmen during the coronavirus pandemic. He says they're resilient because of it. He's also excited to see where in the country these graduates will end up, with many committed to remaining at home in Michigan. Other faculty told me MSU tries to encourage students to take jobs in rural areas. They tell me rural communities are traditionally underserved, and they love to see graduates taking their talents to areas of need. Dean Sosa says this class has made the most of every opportunity.
You know, we have people whose parents came to this country with nothing, and through the power of education and opportunity, now their children are physicians and taking care of people in the state of Michigan. And we have other people who have been so fascinated and dedicated to being scientists and discovering new things that will help patients. They're just a really accomplished, dedicated group of people.
And we've got more coming up at 11 about one particular graduate who says this is a special weekend for her for a couple of reasons. Back to you.
Thank you, Zach, and congratulations to all of the graduates. And people helped fill the shelves of local food banks today, and they didn't even have to leave their driveway to do it. The National Association of Letter Carriers Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive is a nationwide initiative. People left bags of non-perishable, unexpired food near their mailboxes, and food bank volunteers and letter carriers handled the rest. 6 News spoke with an organizer who says she's just happy to give back to her community.
I enjoy doing this. It makes me feel good that I'm helping the community and that others, you know, and we get people to come in and help volunteer and different things, but it makes me proud to be part of it.
Since the food drive's inception in 1993, it has collected nearly 2 billion pounds of food. The Greater Lansing Food Bank says Stamp Out Hunger provides about 50 to 65,000 meals each year for the area. If you didn't donate today, USPS is also donating food next weekend. Well, a new event on the Lansing River Trail today started with a run and ended with a show. It's the Rock Lansing 5K and Music Festival. The run kicked off at 9 a.m., starting and ending at Adado Riverfront Park. There was music, race swag, and finisher medals. And after people got their morning sweat in, they could stay at the park for a full day of live music, which is still going on right now. All the fun will wrap up tonight around 11 p.m. Proceeds from the event will benefit the local Canines for Change charity, which trains service dogs for those in need. Well, a deadlocked jury led to a mistrial in the case of former Grand Rapids police officer Christopher Scher, accused of murdering Patrick Lyoya when he shot and killed him following a traffic stop. The question now is what comes next? Lid TV reporter Adriana Doria has a look at what officials are saying about a potential retrial and what they expect would be the results.
I'm sure the next question is, what am I going to do?
Tonight, all eyes on Kent County Prosecutor Chris Becker.
Mr. Becker has a big decision in front of him.
To see what he will decide to do in the Christopher Scher murder trial. Retry it again or dismiss the charges.
I'm not going to let this drag out. I mean, I'm going to be considerate of the community. I mean, this is a big decision, but I'm not going to rush through it. But I'm not going to sit here and it's not going to be June. I don't have a specific timeline, but I hope to know relatively quickly.
Sure's defense attorney Matthew Borgula saying this should not have been tried in the first place. But if it is retried, he says he is confident it will go their way.
I thought we were going to win the first time around, so obviously I feel even stronger that we would win should we have to retry it.
This need for a decision from Becker coming after Judge Christina Mims declared a mistrial after the jury remained deadlocked on Thursday, and since questions continue to mount as to what will happen next.
That's really been on my mind is what's next.
Cooley Law professor Tracy Brame weighing in to help answer those questions, saying there is a lot of uncertainty and that really nothing is off the table.
It's not uncommon to have a hung jury the first time and then to get a verdict, right, the second time. Because again, remember, both parties are going to learn from the first time around.
While the community is still in a limbo period, Brame says Sure is not a free man, and the only way he would be is if he is acquitted or if Becker decided to dismiss the charges and not retry the case.
The mistrial was based on the original information, right, like the original complaint. And so he has to, before he did anything, he would have to dispose of the original complaint. And so right now where we are is a reset. Officer Sure has been charged with second-degree murder, right? Are we going to retry him on that?
As Becker decides what to do next, Brame says he will likely weigh things like the family's reaction, the community's reaction, and the overall strength of the case into his consideration. She also added that the jury split and their holdups will likely play a role in that decision.
Any new jury is going to be just that, right? It's going to be a new set of 12 people, and you never know kind of what the split is going to be. And the difficult part about this case is that it was so polarizing, right, in the community in the first place. So it just depends on the mix that you get.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer is applauding the Trump administration's decision to help keep invasive species like Asian carp out of the Great Lakes. President Trump signed a memorandum yesterday committing to continue to help construct the Brandon Road Interbasin project, which will provide multiple barriers to prevent invasive carp from reaching the Great Lakes. The White House says that Asian carp can exceed 100 pounds in weight and spread rapidly as they outcompete native fish for food and space. They reduce water quality and are nearing the entry point to the Great Lakes. Governor Whitmer took to social media to share her excitement over the continued support, saying it's a huge deal for Michiganders and millions of people in our country who rely on the Great Lakes for their water and their work.
Beautiful color on the grass over in Mulligan, and beautiful sunny skies across the area for today as well. Now, if you want your picture featured every evening at 6 o'clock, send it into our website, WLNS.com/share, and your picture could be featured every evening at 6 p.m. And let's take a look at the Skyview Network. We're looking at a lot of blue sky in the forecast, and we're going to continue to see some clear sky as we head into the day or even into the evening tonight. We're seeing 74 degrees right now after a high of 76 degrees and a low of 44 degrees and a max wind of about 20 miles per hour. Beautiful blue sky and some green trees down into Grand Ledge, 76 degrees after a high of 78 and a low of 44 degrees. Still seeing a little bit of some wind on our Jackson Cam, 76 degrees right now after a high of 78 degrees. Final stop is going to be our Hillsdale. Again, abundant blue sky across all of our Skyview Network cameras. Temperatures into the upper 70s. Still into the 77 degree range right now. Now taking a look at satellite radar. It doesn't look like a whole lot is going on. That's because we have an area of high pressure right overhead, and that's going to keep us dry. However, this is going to be our next system to keep an eye on. That's going to slowly move up north over the next couple of days, and that will bring us our next chance for some rain showers towards the middle of the week up ahead. But for today and even tonight, we'll continue to see clear skies, that high pressure system moving to the east. And as it does, you can see that we're going to continue to see some very nice weather for tomorrow, quiet weather. And then as we head into the day on Sunday, even into the evening, as that system moves to the east, it will introduce some more warmer weather and our winds will eventually shift once again. For tonight, temperatures are going to remain into the 40s with mostly clear skies and calm winds for tomorrow. Very similar conditions for today, except a little bit cooler as we are going to have that influence of that high pressure system and some cooler northerly winds from the direction that high pressure system is moving. Then our focus shifts to Monday and Tuesday. That low pressure system going to move its way into the area, and we do have the chance for some scattered rain showers each and every day, mainly towards the afternoon and evening. So as you can see, our precipitation trend is going to be around 10 to 20% each and every day, but increases as we head into Wednesday. Overall, though, our 6-day forecast still seeing beautiful conditions for Mother's Day tomorrow. Temperature is going to be into the 70s. Yes, we see the 80s, but that comes with a chance for some rain showers each and every day, and our humidity will start to build as well. We can see that as we have the overnight lows into the 60s for the upcoming work week.
I'm happy that Mother's Day is looking good.
Me too.
That's
it looks
good.
Amazing. So don't forget to get something for your mom.
Absolutely. Thank you, Kelsey. And coming up, we will take a look at our local and national consumer reports. So stay tuned. 6 News at 6. We'll be right back.
Today's Storm Tracker 6 forecast is sponsored by Aiken & Aiken Insurance and Howell, your local independent auto owner's insurance agent.